So I've always had yoga in my life, but I didn't really start doing yoga until I met my teacher. And my teacher and my massage therapist always used to say to me, "You're flexible, but you're kang." Kang is a Thai word for meaning hard internally. And I'd say, "What do you mean? You know, I can do this, I can do that," but they could feel it, hard. And I have, depends on who you talk to, quite a fiery personality. And it wasn't until I really started to practice on my heart, my astral body, and my mental processes that these things changed. So the last thing that I want to show you is a very easy meditation process or a relaxation process, which I worked on, and it made a massive difference to me, to my practice, and to just my life in general. And that's the practice of metta, which is loving kindness. Metta is a Pali word. Pali is the Buddhist language. And metta basically means unconditional loving kindness. So what I actually had to do was make a vow with my teacher to practice the metta 24/7 for 3 months. And that meant every single meditation I did, which was 3 meditations a day, every single breath that I took, every person that I encountered, I basically had to consume myself and those around me with this feeling of loving kindness. And at first I thought, yeah, I'll do it. This is crap. Of course, being the darker person that I am. But over the first 2 weeks, it was such an intense feeling. I had like a heartburn feeling for 2 weeks. It was like something was trying to thaw my chest. And I'm not a hippie person. I don't believe in unicorns, rainbows. I don't eat mung beans, all of that sort of stuff. I'm not this peace-loving mung beans person. I'm a realist. But it was a sensation that I could not deny. And after I practiced for 3 months straight, not only did I feel better internally, I felt lighter and happier. People around me people were attracted to me more because I was softer, more open. My yoga practice was completely different. My body responded to the mental aspects and the mental orientation, and everything was more open. So the mind plays a massive part in everything that you do, and it plays a massive part on your physical body. Cancer, stress-related stuff, anything that arises in your body generally has some sort of mental attachment. That's a whole different kettle of fish, but what I want to show you here is a metta meditation or relaxation, and I try to do this as much as possible, and I find it very useful. So if you want to take a sitting posture or a savasana posture, it's up to you. It won't take very long. Then after that, I've got a little bit of question and answer, so please ask me some questions. That's what I'm here for. Okay. So this feeling of loving kindness is one of the 4 divine mind abidings that the Buddha says helps you towards the road to enlightenment. And it's said that if you practice these, and these are your main practice, then not only will you create beautiful and positive karma for yourself and those around you, but you'll also be well on the way to enlightenment. Whether that's your philosophy or not, treating everyone with loving kindness is not a bad thing. The other 4 divine mind abidings was compassion, equanimity, and appreciative joy. Appreciative joy is another one of those things, which is a whole nother workshop, but something which is very beneficial for people to adhere to. Delighting in other people's pleasures instead of thinking, cow, I wish that was me. Sure, but it's not. Be happy for those around you in their success, and that will actually help you to be more calm, more open, and more relaxed. Anger only creates hardness in the body. I know, because I was a fiery person, and I could now feel the difference in my body when I opened it up and treated myself with loving kindness. You cannot help others until you help yourself. So that's what we're going to work on now. So come into your posture, whatever feels comfortable. Close your eyes, tongue on the roof of your mouth. Bring your awareness back towards the breath. And we're going to bring our focus to the Anahata chakra, which is the heart chakra at the center of the chest. I tend to focus on this center whenever I'm doing breath meditation, anapanasati, or any sort of relaxation process that doesn't have a specific regime. Always try to focus in the heart. There's nothing bad that can happen from accepting and possessing ultimate loving kindness. Thank you so much for sharing a couple of hours with me. One of the reasons I've started traveling around with my teacher and trying to meet as many yogis as I can, or people that want to get introduced to yoga, is that I think it's really important that the fundamental aspects of yoga remain. I've noticed over a little amount of time that it's tending to be watered down, and that yoga is becoming more a physical activity like aerobics and less of a science. It's an internal art, it's a science. It has many other aspects to it than just flexibility, strength and toning. Sure, you can use it as that, but then it's just a stretching class, it's just calisthenics then really, isn't it? So I think asana siddhi is really that link, or one of the links towards the spiritual and physical gains of yoga. And as I said at the beginning of the class, it's not, you don't have to apply it to every posture. Pick a couple of postures and work on asana siddhi in those postures. Take the fundamental teachings of the asana siddhi, the breath observation, the releasing and the letting go, and apply it to your other asana practice, whether it's vinyasa or a straight up hatha class. Just observe your body, be in the present, and don't try to shut yourself off from what's going on. Krishnamacharya and his teacher and many of the other old yogic sages have written and professed that asana siddhi is the pinnacle of asana practice. It's that linking between the spiritual, the gain of the spiritual path, atma, jhana. So experiment with it, play around with it, and you'll find that your meditation practice, if you have one, will be tenfold. And the way that you deal with stresses in your life will be better managed. You'll be able to use breath as a tool for release. You'll be able to look at things a little bit differently. Know that emotional content doesn't have to affect the physical body. The physical movements of the body don't have to interfere with the mind process. One of my favorite monks said, whatever comes towards you hits some sense gate, whether it's hearing, seeing, feeling, touching or tasting. What you do with it from that point is completely up to you. Do you allow it to sit in the heart and cause an effect, or do you allow it to just keep on passing straight through you like you were a ghost?